It's time for a shock review. At the start of the season we decided we wanted the truck to go just a touch faster, so rather than spend out on a new engine, we decided to look to the suspension. On the front of the truck we've installed Terrafirma Mega Sport 11-inch travel shocks. These are a monotube remote reservoir shock, and without going into too much detail, this means that they are completely rebuildable and tunable. The remote reservoirs give these shocks a large oil volume and means that the nitrogen gas is separated from the oil, which results in much better dampening and really helps to reduce the fade and the shock temperatures.
Okay, onto the shocks themselves. I was really impressed with the build quality of the shocks. The alley fittings are anodised a nice blue colour and the body of the shock is zinc plated. In fact, the shocks you're looking at have been on the truck for the last 6 months and we've given it a real beating. The reservoirs themselves are joined to the shock body via a high pressure hose. Fittings of this hose are nice and sturdy. Another feature I liked was the built-in bump pad at the lower end of the shock shaft. This is to help real harsh bottoming out of the shock itself. The shock can be charged through a Schrader valve on the end of the reservoir. Although Terrafirma do shock mounting kits, we've decided to go the route of fabricating our own. And in fact, in the video here I am welding on the top mounts to the front wing. At the end of each shock is a spherical joint. This has a 16mm through hole, which allows for a great amount of misalignment. We use these to attach them to the mounting points on the car. We have chosen to mount the front shocks outside the springs. This gives a much better freedom of movement. The other reason for mounting in this location is that the hydraulic bump stops are mounted in the springs. The function of the hydraulic bump stops is to prevent the axle crashing into the chassis on hard impacts or landings. As you can see from the video, we've mounted the shocks almost vertical. This has achieved maximum amount of damping. In order to set up and install these shocks, nitrogen and a gassing kit is needed. Companies like Terrafirma can provide the gassing kit. The shocks arrive with an initial charge of gas. You need to keep at least some pressure in them all the time, as this energises the seals, helping to prevent them from leaking. We found the shocks to be excellent. The team has competed in 2 major events this year, the Croatia Trophy and King of the Valleys, and the shocks have performed faultlessly throughout. They have enabled us to carry our speed across rough ground far more effectively. These shocks will not be for everyone, but if you're looking for a competition spec tunable shock, then these are well worth a look and offer great value. At the moment they're only available in 9 and 11-inch travel. I would also like to see them in 12 and 14-inch versions. This would offer the custom builder more flexibility.